We're going to take a look at number 29, talking about earthquakes. Seismic station detects an earthquake wave that has a frequency of a half a hertz, 1.5 hertz. So here we go. The frequency is 1/2. The period is the reciprocal of the frequency, which in this case is 2. The amplitude, they said, was 1 meter. Write an equation involving sine to represent the height of the wave h as a function of time t. So this period is seconds. So when we go to period, for all of our word problems, we have to use radians. 2 pi over b equals 2. Cross multiply, solve for b. 2 pi over 2. b is pi. My equation is going to be, let's see here, we're going to do the height is equal to 1 times the sine of pi t. The amplitude was 1. The value of b is what needs to go here, but that makes it have a period of 2. Next, it says graph the function, then determine the height of the wave after 20.5 seconds. So if I'm graphing the function, and they told us to start at 0 as a halfway, which means we go up to 1, down to -1, and then we end at 2. Halfway is 1. This is 0.5, and this is 1.5. And if you remember how we graph sine, we go here, end, half, high, low, and you come up, and you go down, and you come up. So when we're talking about the height of the wave, at a half a second, the height is +1. At 1 second, it's back to 0. At 1.5 seconds, it's down to -1. And then at 2 seconds, it's back to 2. So when we talk about graph the function, determine the height of the wave after 20.5 seconds. Now, I'm not going to graph this out for 20.5 seconds. And I could take my t equals 20 and substitute it in here. I could say, I could solve something like this, sine of pi times 20.5. I could put my calculator in radians and punch that in, or I could understand that this is going to be 41 pi over 2. But let's look at the graph, because you can solve this problem really easily on the graph. If you understand that this is going to continue, it will continue through 2, it will continue through 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and at 20, it will be back here. So if you think about this in terms of, if this is the point for 20, because it's going to go through like this, and I get 20, and then at 20.5, I'm going to be back up here, because we continue on the same pattern. So when we get to 20, if you think about this as 20 instead, and you go to 20.5, it's going to come up and be up at 1. So the answer to number B is going to be, it's going to be a height of 1, because this pattern will continue. So that's number 29. I'm going to post this video, and then I'm probably going to do one for number 30 as well.